because this one's about vibes.
Hello and welcome to another episode of the Atomic Cast. We're on to episode 40. What a treat. Um, Hi, I'm Tom, as usual, although my sound is being a bit funky today, but that's cool because we have got Jordan with us. Jordan, say hi.
Hi.
Cracking. Cool. Henry, say hello.
Hello.
Hi, Henry. And Ben, say hi.
Hi.
Hello, everyone.
Hi, Ben. What we haven't got is Bert, so we'll have a look at later to see how many people switch off as soon as they find out he's not here. But he's normally the glue that holds it all together.
You just need him. Just put his face in the thumbnail. It'll drag everyone in.
Yeah.
Like a proper Gollum's Gamers one, just like put his face really badly superimposed.
Bold of you to assume that I have a technological skill to do that. But today we're going to talk through some of the things that have happened to us in January. So, first things first, we have Jordan's big day out at Into the West. Jordan, what is Into the West? Describe it to me.
It's just like an excuse for me to get drunk. Yeah, no, it's a GBHL 100. It's all about vibes. No one cares if you win. Yeah, it was good. It was good fun. You go to Wales with your mates. You drink a lot. You eat a lot. You play some Middle Earth. You come 92nd, and that's it. Spoilers.
Yeah, so Into the West is a GBHL 100. It's the first 100 of the year. Regularly, it's been the curtain raiser of the season for the last few years. It's in Cardiff at some crap game shop that no one cares about. And yeah, it's generally a really nice time. It is one of the largest competitive events for Middle Earth in the British calendar as well. Regularly gets well over 100 people. It is apparently the Adracon, which is a spin-off of Ardacon, SBG Open for Wales, which means the winner gets a free ticket to Ardacon, which is nice. And it is 450 of your finest points. We play 7 games over the course of 2 days. And they have the secret missions, which some of us did better at than others. That was a dramatic pause, so to jump in, but it's all right. We'll get there.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I was terrible at them, but I presume we're going to go into it in a bit. But yeah,
I was just assuming
it did not go well. It didn't go well.
No. I did all right.
Sweet.
Did right.
I did all right.
You did all right. You did all right, Jordan. You got loads.
I did all right.
So what we'll do
I did get
is
loads.
we took all the gang basically, like the entire of what was it, 7 Team Atomic members and a couple of Noobs and Numa up, for the vibes. And
It's a minibus worthy load of human beings.
Here we've got the final standings from the thing. Henry, can you read some stuff out for me?
Oh yeah. So best armies, we had James Donovan, Sean Creed, and Dan Stewart in reverse order there. Architects of the West, we had Dan Stewart, Stephen Denby, and Richard Croydon. So that was for
That was the gaming boards, wasn't it?
the gaming boards.
Interestingly,
Display
I played
boards, yeah.
2 of the 3 people on that list.
Arts in the West, that was the best single model?
Yes.
I can't remember which one. Yes. So you had Colin Brown, Philip Ledbetter, and Nick Kelly. The Scholar West, that was the army lists.
Yes.
Things that people did. They made like little fancy ones. So you had Chris Cooper's, Richard Croydon, and Gareth Richard. I'm just going to move everyone across because I can't read the rest of the screen. Sneaky Hobbitses. So this was the secret missions. And thank you, Sue. Yeah, Matthew Keenor and Michael Bradford, who managed to get all the secret objectives and the extra bits on top, which was the hero.
It should have been
So,
Jordan. He
Lord.
was robbed.
I'm Lord, that is it.
Just didn't do
Stolen.
good enough, lads. Just didn't do good enough.
Most sporting and nicest lads were Bert Leach
Woo!
and Nick Kelly.
That's really why we kicked him off
Did
this day.
Bert actually get his reward in the end?
I don't know if he's met up with Omar yet, but I've seen him about 5 times since, which is why I should brought it back. But yeah, irrelevant.
In Wooden Spoon, we had Ruth Cooper. And the top dogs, 5th place was Dewey Evans, Sean Lang, Sean Creed, Ali King, and Jay Acharya.
Woo! Congratulations, gang. We won't dwindle too much on what the top guys were using because there's plenty of people who are going to now, and we'll do a top armies for January pod at some point in the near future. But yeah, we did all right though. We did good. Yeah. Let's find out how well we did.
I'd say so. I was gonna say I was pretty happy with the finish.
So I've tried to pick everyone out who was up there with us. So the number in the brackets on the right is how many tournament points you got. So it was it 5-3-1 for this one? That feels right. So 5 for a win, 3 for a draw, 1 for a loss.
So, yeah.
And then you got an extra 1 if you got your secret mission. So there were 7 points for secret missions and 35 points for gaming. So 42 points total was the maximum score you could get. So yeah, that's what we're looking at. So you can see it was quite tight at the top as well. And then Bert just below them was our top guy from our local crew, who finished 18th out of 121. So yeah, not bad at all. He took the Defenders of Helm's Deep again, as he always does. Boring and unimaginative. Pew, pew, pew.
He's consistent. He's a consistent person.
George, 21st, Captain George from Noobs and Numeralty. Was he on Scouts?
No, he took Beyond Things.
Oh, 2 bears and 2 lads.
I think he took 2, didn't he?
Yeah.
I think he took 2 armies. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure he took 2. He was talking about taking 2.
Yeah.
I just remember the bears because he had little honeybee objective markers, which were like really cute.
He did, yeah. I remember the bears. Don't remember much else. And then Ben, up in 36th. Would you care to tell us how you did, what your like win losses was?
My shtick.
You got a favorite game? That'd be fun.
I've got. Gosh, yeah.
Yeah, you got a whole spiel.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, I can.
Henry, you're up next, so get revising.
Henry can be way more prepared than I am. So yeah, so my first game, so I took Azrog's Hunters, just the standard stuff, 3 named captains, lots of lads with pointy stabby swords and some bows, and then some fell wogs on top. Just having good times there. My first game was into a gentleman playing Army of Dunland. We played Clash by Moonlight. It was a good game, really nice bloke. He was waiting for the Old World pre-orders to go up, so he was quite distracted, I would say, during our game. But he got his pre-order in, I think, so that was good. He was happy with that, which was the main thing. So won that game, which was nice. Then I played Arnor, a contest of champions. Narzug is not notoriously good at contest of champions. It's not terrible, but It's not amazing. That one was sadly a loss. Just slipped away there. Then I played a gentleman who was using Gondor and Rohan. So he had Faramir as his leader, and then he was bringing who was his Rohan? He had I think it was Daelwine. I think it was Daelwine.
That's a
So basically,
really
just
rogue
like
choice.
Minas Tirith lads on foot, chilling around, having a good time. And then some Rohan lads on horses, just riding around. Nice thing to see. Minas Tirith warriors armed with bows, no rangers. Minas Tirith warriors with bows, which was cool. I think they killed a hunter orc, which is always nice to see. So that was on Reconnoiter, which was a win, which was very nice. And then I played against Arnor again. It was a theme here against our friends are here. And Tahir got the win on that one, and that was Heirlooms of Ages Past. It was a good game. It's good fun. Then I played against Army of Dale, which I've never played against before, which I was actually really excited about. And the gentleman with his army was beautiful, to be honest with you. It just looked so nice. And that was on my absolute favorite mission, Capture and Control. And that one was a good win, and I did really enjoy that game in general. Really nice bloke, and his army was just quite frankly stunning to see. Then I played Seize the Prize against Karnd, which was my first ever experience of Karnd on possibly the mission I hate the most. And the chap had, I believe it was 4 chariots, a king in a chariot, and I think a chieftain in a chariot, and then a bunch of lads on horses. And it was it was a really nice guy, but it was so cagey. I sat in a wood for ages. Neither of us went for the prize. I tried shooting some stuff. He shot me a bit. And then he kind of like came forwards. I managed to win a roll off to charge into some of his chariots and whatnot. I just basically managed to sort of kill a lot of chariots. But no, really nice guy. We almost ran out of time because we just kept talking about historical wargaming, which probably isn't the right thing to be doing at a tournament, is it? But make better choices, Ben. It's fine. And then my final game was Destroy the Supplies against Serpent Horde, being used by Ashley Woolger of the Golems Gamers gang. And that one ends up being a draw. So I was really happy with that. And then finishing 36th, I was absolutely jazzed about it. So all in all, a very good time.
Nice. Oh, sweet. Yeah, and 36, but really tied with 31st. I think it was, yeah, very close on the secret missions and stuff. So nice.
Yeah, see, I got like 2 or 3 secret missions. I wasn't on Jordan's level. I never got a Lord. I didn't come close. Like any secret missions I got were purely mostly by accident, sadly. I was not a tactical genius like Jordan and just smashing secret missions aside like there's no tomorrow.
You say that. I'm not on this slide.
Yeah, but
Right,
if this
neither
was
am
of
I.
secret missions, you're a
Oh.
king amongst men.
Yeah. It turns out that you had to actually be good at the game as well to position higher.
Yeah, but we can do that next year. You've got secret missions down now. Next year,
Yeah.
the game sorted.
Henry, how did you do? Spoilers, it's 1 place below Ben. Look at you. You're so cute.
Always one spot behind Ben.
I'm always
I took Lake Town and Bomber. Spoilers, you may see them again in this video. So I went 5-2 with 1 secret mission because despite facing mounted Rohan four times out of all the missions, didn't get my horse mission at all at any of them. So round 1, Clash by Moonlight, I faced against Vanilla Rohan. It's a lovely chap. He was running Theoden and Erkenbrand, which was a pick which I haven't seen ever. I don't think I've ever seen Erkenbrand on the tabletop, which was still nice to see.
That's how you know you're new to the game.
I did win that one. I just never seen
nerfed
Erkenbrand.
him into the ground.
So that one, I just kind of sat back for a bit. We had a little bit of a shooting war. It was kind of no one hit anything. Everyone was just shooting. There's nothing happening. And then I just went, "Go on, I'm going to move forward," and move forward again. Took out one flank. Rest of it came in, just did late town things. Everything died. I won. Yay. Constant champions, I played against defenders of Helm's Deep. That was very bad because the master just, whilst he can punch things, he just cannot punch hard enough through like D6 stuff. He just sort of just just a slight tickle, and then he got slapped in the face by like a few guys and then Verden, I believe. So it's fair enough. Recon, I played against a lovely chap playing just vanilla Isengard. So like Lurt, Vrasku, Uruk lads, a couple of Warg Riders, some crossbows. It was just Isengard on what can I describe as a board of anxiety. It was just full of terrain and full of buildings.
Was this Henry, was this the like Venetian style house board? Yeah, no, it looked a nightmare, a nightmare.
It was just like you look at it, you go, oh, okay. I managed to get like an entire group of lads and then like one more band off to one left just to distract, and then the rest of it just bunched up and went up. Yeah, just had more lads off than he did. Just recon. Aliens Age Past, I played against Riders of Rohan. That was the other one I lost. So Alfred ended up just getting sent on his own, just in the far corner. It seems fairly normal. Every time I play a Maelstrom with Alfred, he goes wander about somewhere. And then it was a case of we both had an objective. We just didn't want to pick him up. And his shooting was better than my shooting when he just crashed in and yeah, he just won. Capture and Control against Hunter Orcs. A lovely game. That was very, very much in favor of Lake Town on that one. I was very lucky on the rolls, and yeah, that was very much a very, very bloody match on that one. Caesar Prize. This one's my favorite one just because I managed to get the prize from Riders Rohan. It was like a big circular ruin in the middle where it was. So I held out there, and then at the end, even though I was broken, Master, Bomber, and like 3 or 4 lads and the guy that had it just marched away until the time went out. It was very much down to the wire and just relying on Bomber having 2 points of might for March. So yeah, just ran away. And then Destroyed Supplies was against the same guy I had for Heirlooms, which was a fun little twist right at the end. That was again lovely way to end the day. Yeah. I think I won that one just by just killing Gambling and then wheeling Fairden, I believe, or killing Fairden. But yeah, it was a lovely time.
Nice. And Aaron finished up in 44th, so just 1 tournament point below you guys, but 7 places, as is the way with these massive events.
Okay.
He took did he take Hunter Orcs this one as well?
What, me or Aaron?
Aaron.
Yeah, Aaron took Hunter Orcs.
Yeah.
Nice. Sorry, it just flashed up on me, but my internet connection's unstable. So woohoo! Sweet. And then me, just another 1 more point below. I had a distinctly midday weekend. So I took just pure Lake Town, so just lads. It's like 50 odd lads at 450. No bard, just a captain, Braga, Alfred, and the master, and then just lads. First game was Clash. won that one against Matt Light and his Dark Denizens, Fell Beings and Mirkwood, I think it is. Sorry, the Legendary Legion. He has no bows and is quite soft and squishy. Didn't go very well for him. Where did we go next? Was it Recon next? I don't know.
Contest Champions was the second one.
Oh yeah, contest champions against Rivendell Knights. Didn't go well because I had the Master of Lake Town against Elrond. Almost had him. Only finished 3 kills to Elrond to 2 kills to the Master. Because we did the classic chuck Braga into the Elrond and call 3 hurt defenses, and try and hold them up. But he just killed Braga really quickly, even through a hurt defense. So that wasn't fun. But the Master got a couple of kills on those Riv Knights, and Elrond was the only one left. But yeah, did what we could. It was only a 3-2 loss. Then it was game 3, which was Recon.
Yeah, that was Recon.
That was Recon, which I won. Yeah, because it went up and downy, uppy, downy, uppy, downy. Yeah, so 1 Recon, because it's Lake Town and it's Recon. I put Captain on and his warband on one side, Braga and his warband on the other, and just started moving down the boards. My man went to cover one of them, so the other one just went off the board. And then that was it, really. And just everything else just died in the middle. That was Recon. We then had...
It was Heirlooms.
Heirlooms was final game 4. Was day 4, was it?
Yeah.
Lost that one, yeah. I was playing Moria and a Cave Drake, and I picked up the thing, and then the Cave Drake heroic combated around and got into my boy and killed my boy, and then the Cave Drake had the thing, and then I lost. Wasn't much I could do about it at that point. Then we went home, then we went out, had some food, had some beers, had a lovely time. And then Sunday morning was
Capture and control. You came in fresh for capture and control.
Control against Clubly. His battle line just melted against Lake Town just deploys in line, fights him. He had an Isengard list with like Mordor orcs and Dunman men in it and stuff, and they just kind of just got rinsed basically. That was a bit of a unfortunate one for him. Yeah, then it was Seas, which I lost to John Partridge with Goblin Town, because he lobbed all his. He won the turn 2 move off essentially, chucked the king on top of the relic, and there wasn't an awful lot I could do from there. Kept trying to charge him to stop him from being able to pick it up at least, and broke him, and then just hoped that the king would run away, but he didn't. He just kept hanging around. I've never seen a Goblin King pass that many courage tests when I've used him. Absolutely outrageous. And then the final round, we just drew on Destroyer Supplies because, yeah, at that point, it was just kind of let's have some fun. So just sent it and just destroyed all his supplies. And he broke me and destroyed 2 of mine.
What were they playing?
Assault on a Florian, but without a single thing that wasn't a spider or a bat.
Nice.
So a couple of shit, like a couple of the 2 shamans and a load of spiders and bats.
There were a few people just running around with a lot of spiders. The chap I played, who was playing Army of Dunland, his evil army was just spiders. Really beautifully painted, but just spiders.
But Dunland's evil.
Sorry, Army of Dale.
Ah, right, yeah. Yeah, just a whole load of stuff. So it's one of those, and it was a board full of woods and stuff. So I was like, well, I can't really do much about it. But they're just going to grab them anyway. Can't really stop it. So yeah. But I did get a load of secret missions, so that was nice. I think I got 5 or 6, including a few Lord ones. Tom Dove, another one of our new guys to Team Atomic. He was on Riders of Fairden, wasn't he?
Yes.
Yeah. Just below me, and then Chris, who was on Hunter Orcs.
No. So this
was Chris. Didn't he?
This was Chris.
He absolutely bottled it and took the Lake Town.
Assault on Helm's Deep. He took Assault on Helm's Deep, and hated, I think, every minute of it. He has. I don't think anyone's seen his Urukai since. I think he has moved on from them now.
Yeah.
It's not for him.
Absolutely. So what he did was he tailored to our local meta, where we were all taking Lake Town and Hunter Orc stuff, and then got to an event where not everyone was taking Lake Town and Hunter Orc stuff.
You are forgetting the big thing about his list, which was no bomb and no blister.
Yeah, it was just
Oh,
assault
it's just
with
yeah,
giant
just
hands.
just as
Just
many
lads.
crossbows as he could get his hand on, and I'm pretty sure he said in most of his games he just didn't shoot at all.
Yeah,
He had it in the me and Henry both played him like the Thursday before Into the West, and I don't think he killed a thing in either of our games, either with the crossbows. Yeah, it was a pretty
So
rough one.
I think he's moved on from that army now. I think it's done its
100%.
time for him, and he's
Yep.
moved on.
that's okay. We move, we
Mhm.
live and we learn. Jordan,
Yeah.
talk
Yeah,
to me,
man.
baby. It's your first
Yeah.
100. How did it go?
I mean, yeah, it was good. I really enjoyed it. I liked the vibes very much. But yeah, I think if you could have gotten like a more chaotic draw of people, like big names in the GBHL, then yeah, I got some pretty out there names. So my first game was Clash against Stephen Denby from Any Heroics. He took Lake Town with Bomber Bilbo, and I was using Lurtz's scouts, and I just got beat. I just got beat really bad. I kind of just sent him at his line. I tried
That
having a
doesn't
shooting.
sound like Denby.
I tried having a shooting war with him for maybe like 5 minutes and realised that he was going to win that. So I just charged him with everything, but I split my line up and he just took me to pieces. But he was really nice about it. He was lovely. It was a great game. My second game was Contest of Champions. I really lucked out on that one because I played James Goebel of Golem's Gamers, but he bought Woses and I had Lurtz. So it was just a case of just like shred everything with Lurtz and kill Garnberry Garn as quick as I could. So I did quite well in that one. Afterwards, I played a guy called Joel Freeman. I lost that game. He bought Ugluk Scouts against my Lurtz's Scouts, and we were playing Recon. And I sent a whole warband off straight away, and then couldn't break. So I had to kill him with like 2/3 of my army, and it just wasn't happening. I did manage to bottleneck him for quite a bit of the game, and I thought maybe we could play for time, but it just didn't happen. Then I got Ed Ball, Heirlooms, and he was playing Defenders of Helm's Deep. And again, that was a rough game. He sat on the objective in his home field, and I had to go and collect every other objective. And then lo and behold, didn't roll a 6 that game. And then had to try and fight him for his, and he was just a lot better than me. Then, like Tom said, we all went out for dinner. It was lovely. Had some drinks. It was great fun. Come back the next day, and I played Breaking the Fellowship, a guy called Will Surridge, with Capture and Control. That was really good. I won that one. Never played an all-hero list. It was really fun. That was probably one of my favourite games of the weekend.
That he also potentially has to get the points for the best dressed person there. He was
100%.
sharp.
Oh.
He was sharp.
One of the best moments of the weekend was when I got to the table and Bert ran up to him, and they're both wearing like waistcoats and shirts and trousers, and I had to sit there and like listen to those two just like compliment each other on how they were dressed. It was incredible. I'm wearing like a hoodie and jeans, and then there's these two just looking like incredible. It was definitely something to behold. After that, I played Seas against Rich Croydon, who won Architect, and he was like, yeah, his stuff was incredible. He had the Witch King light up bridge board.
Oh, that guy.
Yeah, I played him. He was
Nice.
really cool, and he was like telling me how he built the board and everything. He destroyed me. I picked up the prize, but the way our board was, there was like walls either side of it, and I had to like run past either of his two troll chieftains with his Black Gate opens list, so that just wasn't going to work. And I had the prize, and I broke, and I was one turn away from getting it off the board, and failed a courage test with the guy, and he dropped it, and his troll chieftain picked it up, and that was it. It was just one of those. It was like down to one roll, and that was it. And then the last game of the weekend was Destroy the Supplies against Richard Atkinson. He took Riders of Theoden. And yeah, that was like probably the like closest game I played all weekend. Almost got the win, but not quite. he managed to destroy all 3 supplies, and I only got 2. Yeah, it was good. It was good. It was good. I did get all 7 secret objectives. Only 2 of them were Lord, though, so I wasn't quite good enough to get the Sneaky Hobbits' award.
Have you seen the difference in place it makes that one win at the end?
Yeah, 100%. 100%. Yeah.
That's mad, isn't it?
Yeah, it actually did wonders for me. I think I was looking at the list, and I think I came above maybe 3 people that I played, having only beaten one of them, I think. So, yeah, I think I did really well to get the objectives. I think the list I took played quite well into them, but again, the list I played is never going to see the light of day again because
you need to sprinkle some orcs in there, drop alerts, and you will have a much better time.
No. No. Lurtz is my king. He is my daddy. Not about that old one. Daddy. Wow. Outside of the MESBGC, yes.
So yeah, all in all, I think it was quite a lovely weekend away. It's the first big weekend away we've had with the lads for a while. So that was quite nice. Hopefully some more to come this year. We good. We took we had 2 full teams for their teams, because we borrowed to here. So that was 10 of us as a squad was pretty nice.
I think everyone was really happy and relatively happy, at least with their performance of how the weekend went, for sure.
No, I wasn't. I bottled it.
Oh, okay. Apart from you, everyone was pretty satisfied with with their overall performance.
I've come from 2nd and 6th the last 2 years, and but oh well, it happens, doesn't it? Right. Next up, we have the Denizens in the Dark, which was a 1-day GBH 90. I think I was the only one who went. Bert was meant to be going on his own, and then last minute had to drop out, so chopped me his ticket because I paid for it and he had to pay me back anyway. Classic Bert.
This was your solo big quest.
This was I'm annoyed at what happened at Into the West, so I'm just going to go off on my own.
This is your redemption story arc.
This is my redemption story arc. Yeah, this is it. So I took Lake Town again, but it's 600 points this one. So I took Bard and his kids in. I brought in some axe weapon swaps because feeling like a sweaty tryhard. I just generally had a lovely time. I don't think. Oh yeah, I didn't put the holes up. But spoilers. Just went and won it, mate. So turns out when I got there, Bert hadn't told me the event was a veto event. So that was fun because Lake Town played really nicely into veto. But I just hadn't really realised that. So yeah. Round 1, I played Recon against Tom Second's Assault on the Florian. This was another classic. Lake Town arrives, Braga calls some free marchers, and I'm on the other side of the board before anything happens. Slipped a warband off one side and then just broke him in the middle. But I think I ended up breaking on him in the end. But either way, that's how the scores work. And then just got to 25%, so the game ended before we could get enough guys off. Game 2 was Capture Control against Patrick Divers. So he had Hunter Orcs with some Goblin Mercenaries thrown in. The way the board was set up, there was 2 massive rock formations, either side of central objective. So it forces Hunter Orcs into a bit of a bottleneck. Normally, Lake Town hate being in bottlenecks, but we could chuck Hunter Orcs into it, and then they couldn't use any of their numbers to get around us. And he sent people around the sides, but Bard dealt with one flank on his own, and everything else chilled out in the middle. So that was pretty comfortable in the end. We ended up taking all the 3 central ones. My base one didn't get to his end, but killed his leader and broken unbroken. Breakthrough against Cav Keena's Angmar, which was a Witch King and Gullivar Angmar, so quite a low model count, but some big scary boys. I thought this was going to be quite hard, but it turned out to not be too bad because his line of orcs just melted. once we got into combat. And I forgot, like he kept his Witch King safe from Bard essentially, so it meant that he wasn't within 3 inches, so he didn't have terror on a big chunk of his line. Which meant that I could just run in and wreak havoc on that warband. So finished with 9-6 with him, and then played Martin Seed in the final round on Commander Battlefields. So we, again, just had a fairly lovely time there. We all came on together, and then I just walked across the battlefield towards him. We fought across 2 kind of things, but I'd left a few blokes behind some large bits of training on the other side of the board, and he sent some bats off to go get them. But when he broke, the bats ran away, and he couldn't hold those corners. So yeah, just ended a 6-1 win. So 4 games, 4 wins, finish off the tournament, and then Thomas was. So round 1 guy came 2nd. My round 2 chap came 6th. Round 3 came 5th, and round 4 came 3rd. So that was quite fun. I think I was the only loss for each of them.
Was this the redemption you needed?
Yeah, it certainly made me feel better. Yeah,
that's fair. You could tell because on the group chat you were like, "Oh, I've just randomly gone to London, lads, to play this tournament." And then like hour and something later, you're like, "Here's a picture. Oh, I've just won." And it was like, "Oh, okay, little break."
Yeah.
Oh, here's another picture. Oh, it's actually going all right. This. just like here's my boys doing quite well. Oh, this is good. This is going well.
Yeah. Well, I hadn't realised it was veto. So when he arrived, he started calling out scenarios. I'm like, "That's 3 scenarios, that? Are we vetoing stuff?" He said, "Yeah."
I bloody love a veto system.
I love a veto for casual games. I bloody hate it in tournaments.
Really?
Yeah, I've decided after last year we had quite a few. I hate it because it throws a bit of balance of the game out.
Yeah, fair. Yeah.
So, like, one of the scenarios that was rolled, I think it was game 2, was Contest Champions. Do you think Lake Town, Assault on Lothlorien played Contest of Champions?
No. Yeah. This is the trouble, isn't it? There are going to be certain scenarios where everyone just is like, we're just never going to play that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just always want to avoid Contest of Champions. That's my problem.
Yeah, fair. But yeah, that was like. There's no issue with it because it helps balance out factions like Lake Town and stuff where you've got that one tricky scenario, a couple of tricky scenarios.
Yeah.
I think Lords was in there somewhere. I mean, I was fairly content with Lords.
Yeah, that's the trouble, isn't it? When
you've
got those small all-hero armies, they sometimes do rely on the fact that one of those scenarios could be something like Lords, and they can kind of just go in and be like, actually, this isn't anything we need to worry about.
Yeah. So Elliot Clodes took the exact opposite approach to me, which was that he took all champions of Erebor. So he had like 6 models.
Nice.
But he's done it on purpose with the veto, I think. So, but because he could get rid of things like domination.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a good day out. Not a massive fan of the venue, if we're honest, but it's cool. We move. It was also well expensive as an event, but it was like 30 quid. Not the low price.
Did you get a nice trophy though?
I got the same trophies that I had been giving out, and then probably went and ordered different ones because I was like, "Oh, this is mid, isn't it?" Okay. So Monster Mash has new trophies for us.
Ooh.
Yeah, boys.
Did you get lunch with that 30 quid?
No.
Oh, yeah, that's it. Any tournament offering a lunch though, it's just instantly elevated, isn't it? It doesn't even matter what the lunch is.
Into the West, the lunch was fairly like mid, but I got lunch twice, and I only paid £45 for that ticket.
Yeah.
7 games, 2 lunches.
And by the time the lunch came around, mate, you were a few bevies in, so you were happy.
I was more than a few bevies in.
This is a place we tried to charge. I think it was $2.99 for a monster. Yeah, pretty. So if you're wondering, that's Darkfire Cafe. Pretty mid.
London prices, mate.
Shame, mate. Shame.
But they did have the Ixalan precons still on the shelf, so awful lot of money. So the next one was hosted in a much better place in Atomic Cards.
Wasn't a free lunch, that has to be said.
But I did make it 15 quid because it's a bargain for
Yeah. So
Yeah.
we could go and get. See, me and Jordan managed to go out and get some nice snacks.
You can buy your own lunch
A
at the time.
lovely 20-minute walk to co-op.
Yeah, but that's fine because our timings were so relaxed. You could go and get lunch.
It was great.
Yeah, it was good.
So yeah, it was in Atomic Cards. If you didn't know, that's our shop. I say ours, it's my shop. But yeah, we have a shop. We have a website. You can go there. It's atomiccards.co.uk. This is a GBHL 90 as well. We ran it at 450 points. And we rolled scenarios on the day in the pools like people. So the Chow final standings. There we go. So Dewey won with his Serpent Horde. Henry up on a podium, my friend.
Yeah.
How did it go?
Nice.
Go Henry.
How did it go, Henry?
Oh, it went way too well. Yeah, as you can see, like went 3-1. I'm not gonna lie, like some of it was luck of draws. So first round was against Grey Company, but Grey Company with just Aragorn, Legolas, and the twins on capture control. Which against 47 model Lake Town Bomber, yeah, that wasn't gonna happen, unfortunately. And then played Nat against his fellow beings of Mirkwood on Lords of Battle. Basically, we just formed up in a line. I just went forward. It was very, very luck of the draw, luck of the roll. Very, very good against Lake Town. Rajkush got killed by like 4 lads over a couple of turns. Spider Queen just was meeting just a lad each turn, so they'd hold it off. Dewey on Recon, which yeah, that was a learning experience.
The opposite of luck of the draw.
Yeah. Yeah, that was I just instead of sending some lads off, I just went up in a giant ball and a couple of mistakes and I just got surrounded. Master got absolutely clobbered by Sunderland. Raza found Braga. Braga did not have a good time. Yeah, that was a 12-0 loss on that one. And then last one was Caesar Prize against George on so he came up to the prize, sat alerts on the prize. I just sort of surrounded. He didn't really pick it up, sent a lad in, and by this point I had a couple archers back which shot the guy. Uglet picked it up, but by that point I was already swarmed in combat. Last round of combat before tabling him, managed to pick up the prize. So I got a 10-0 win on that one.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice one. And who's next? Ben. Ben, you're next.
Yeah, so I took Uglook Scouts, which is a personal favourite. Always enjoy using them. So first game was obviously capturing control into a gentleman running Minas Tirith. She had the kind of usual Minas Tirith bits: Boromir with a banner, Denethor, Madril, some Rangers, a couple of Fountain Court Guard, and some boys. Again, just bloody love this scenario. To be honest with you, I just ran around for like an hour with my lads all around the board, and then just killed off bits and bobs as I went, which was good. Managed Grishnak. Grishnak this tournament did really well. Grishnak killed Boromir, which was nice. But yeah, no, it was good. It was a really good game. It was nice to just sort of run around with my boys. To be honest with you, just moving 8 inches is always enjoyable. Then played, I believe it was Chris. He's by this point binned off Assault on Helm's Deep, playing Lords of Battle, bringing out his Hunter Orcs. It's a game me and him play very regularly on like a Thursday, and it's always terrifying to do. The game essentially came down to the fact that Thimble, he broke Thimble called a heroic move. Thimble then proceeded to run away. Then there was just no stopping him going. And then after that, it just fell apart very, very quickly. So he was really unlucky there for that piece. Because up till that point, it was really bloody and we both lost a lot of stuff. After that was Recon into Lothlorien, which I've only ever played against Lothlorien once before, so that was nice to do something a bit different. Yeah, again, just being able to just swarm the board with lads running around super fast. The elves just couldn't really stop them, and then they just kind of picked off the elves in smaller groups as they went, and essentially just sort of killed everything, which was good. That was fun. And then I found myself in a precarious position of final game playing off against Dewey on top table at Seize the Prize on a board that had a really narrow center, which essentially was just a road with walls either side. So there was no real flanking maneuvers going on
You're
there.
welcome.
Yeah, thank you, Tom, for that one. Stressful, but yeah, no. So Dewey essentially won the turn two roll off to move his lads, moved all of his 5/4 boys into position, and basically just picked up the prize. And then I just proceeded to try and hit him as hard as possible. To not too much avail. Kind of just bounced off. Did manage to break him. The star of the show in this one was Malher, who proceeded to like win. He was trapped every single time, surrounded by lads with spear supports, and just constantly rolled a 6 for about 7 turns, and then proceeded to just chop through everything in combat with him until essentially the game ended because we were both at 25%. But yeah, no, very well deserved to do it there. It was a good game. A very, very good player on a scenario I absolutely detest. But I had a really good time. And it was nice to play with something that wasn't my Hunter Orcs. Running fast Uruk-hai around is always very enjoyable.
And you finished above Lurtzer scouts, so you know.
Yeah, many times during that draw, I thought it's going to be alerts versus Uglet Scouts off, and I just didn't particularly want to do it. But no, it's nice. It's honestly, it's nice to just see the Scouts doing well there in the top 10.
Kristen did all right. He banged in a little 2 and 2. Obviously taking a L to Big Ben. With his Hunter Orcs, Bert had a pretty horrid time with his defenders of Helm's Deep. He just seems to lose matchup roulette every single time. If you ever wanted proof that I don't rig a tournament, Bert's day was proof that I don't rig a tournament because he played into a Lothlorien fight 5, fight 6 wall on capture and control. He played scouts on recon. He played fell beings on Seize the Prize. Like, bless him, he just had a horrible time. I think he was ready to go home at lunchtime.
Yeah, he had a good time in Lords of Battle against Mordor because essentially they just had to walk their orcs across the board. But
the army of Gothmog.
the game ended up being, but they just pulled up a chair and sat in the corner on his like literally 2 inches from his board edge as he was like, yeah, and that's another throwing spear, and here's some more shooting.
Yeah, I do remember seeing that actually. That was nice for him, but felt good about a bit. Then you got Jordan Riley up in the lofty heights of 12th base.
Yeah, it's a fluke.
It needs to be said though that Jordan has the worst luck for just like game draws of anyone. Of just pulling
the really impressive technique of Jordan going 2 and 2, but still having a -20 VP diff. That's what's up.
Yeah, and there's a reason for that. It's the awful draw. I drew Dewey in game 1. We did capture and control. I've played Serpent Horde once. I've played Dewey once. Both times just I got smashed. So like put them together. Yeah, Dewey just took me to pieces, 12-0'd me. And then I thought it can't be much worse than that. And then we played Lords of Battle. I played Mark, and I gave Mark his 1 win of the day because he took bears. I had nothing. I transfixed a bear once or twice, and then that was it. I killed a Bjornin. That was fun. Went into lunchtime. I needed the walk to co-op because I was -24 and 2 losses in, and I was very ready to just like be done. But then I got really lucky with the next draw. We had Recon, and I ended up going against the Grey Company. And in fairness, like there was nothing the guy could do. Really, he actually played really well. I only won 5-3 because I couldn't get enough models to triple him off the board before he broke me, but I did get enough off to just win the game. And then finally, I played against Aaron in Seas, and I genuinely think our game might have like just been the most annoying for everyone else because everyone just wanted us to pick up the prize. Most of the other games had finished by the time we actually got the prize. I think it was 5 minutes left towards the end. Goroff picks up the prize in Aaron's half just, and that won me the game. Yeah, it was a good day, really good day. Really proud of doing a 2-2. I always aim for just one win at a tournament, so getting 2 was pretty impressive, especially after being absolutely trashed by the draw. Yeah, pretty happy with it.
Yeah. Benji, one of our boys, just played on 14th with Cousin Aaron down in 16th with Hunter Rocks, and then Mark in 17th with the Bears. It was quite a fun event because it was basically all of our like a whole load of local boys, and then like Reading brought a huge crew down, and then just a couple of other people, and that was it really. It was like almost like a bit of a team event. It was weird, but
Yeah, it's got to be shout the Reading lot. Really lovely to play against. I played against 2 of them, and a really nice experience with both of them. And then we've met a few. Me and Henry have met a few of the Reading lot before at previous events, and they've always been really lovely.
So we'll go into it. Sophia's going to that Reading event coming up, isn't there?
Yeah, should be.
Yeah, nice. Sweet. So well done, lad. And we've got the current table as it stands after like 5 GBHL events. You got Dewey up top, Ben Haslam in second, Jamie in third, Martin in fourth, me in fifth, yay. Henry in sixth, George in seventh, Conacher in eighth. Ben, you're up in ninth, mate, above Bert Leach in 10th.
I'll take it.
Sophie 11th, Zahir in 12th, Richard Spencer in 13th, Chris in 14th, and Jay Acharya in 15th. Essentially, everyone above Jay Acharya has been to 2 events, and Jay is the best person on 1 event. And then, yeah, Jay Acharya, Ali King, Sean Creed, Sean Lang, Michael Bradford. It's basically the podium from Into the West from there on out, and then everyone else from there on down. So that's where we're at currently. Yeah, it's doing all right. It's looking solid start to season.
Yeah. We just screenshot that, keep that. And that's nice. Yeah, I can tell my nan about that. She'd be proud of that.
Ben, you're currently top 10 in the UK, mate.
Yeah, trust me, mate. I'm giving my nan a call tomorrow. She's not gonna have a clue what I'm talking about, but I'm gonna let her know.
To be fair, I had to have a sneaky look at where I am, and I'm top 100, which is just ridiculous. Not very far into top 100, but just enough for me to say at one point I was top 100.
I'm proud of you, baby.
Mate, you're gonna finish in that top 100 this year.
You need to stop taking the psychedelics, Ben.
It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. I believe we're gonna bring that secret mission energy to the rest of the game.
It's just the post co-op energy that I need.
That's it.
That's what it needs, mate. We'll just go out. We always get you a solidly nice lunch, and you're just in a good spot.
We'll have to get Co-op on board as a sponsor, and then it'll be all good. I've got space on the left-hand side. I can put Co-op in.
Your Co-op sign.
And then we've got a couple of events that we're going to together as a crew. So this weekend coming up, we've got Frodo Couldn't Have Done It Alone, which is a GBHL 80 in Factorum in Warminster. And it is a doubles event. Henry and Jordan, you've been to Factorum before. What's it like as a place?
Factorum's really cool. It's one of those, like, I think Henry will agree, quirky, like, games shops.
Oh, yeah.
Like, very quirky. It's massive, but, like, doesn't feel massive. They love terrain. One of my most chaotic games ever was against Henry. We had 750 points of Army of Gothmog versus Goblin Town, and we were playing whole ground, I think.
Yeah, it was whole ground.
Whole ground, and it was Amon Hen Weathertop. We played it. Weathertop was the center. and like all around was hills and trees, and it was just chaos, like absolute chaos. We had to play the game like the week afterwards on like a less terrain board to see like what the outcome would have been, like without terrain, basically. But yeah, it's really nice. It's really good, and the guys there are really friendly. There's food on site, which is great. Yeah, I really enjoy it.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Henry enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was absolutely great experience. Like you said, there's a ton of terrain there, which if that's the case this weekend, that's gonna be interesting because I'm taking Goblin Town again. So that's gonna be
Wait, who are you teaming up with?
I'm with Tom, the lovely Tom Dove.
Love them.
So we're
The
doing
Love
Goblin
Dove.
Town X Dark Denizens.
Nice.
So yeah, lots of spitters, lots of goblins. It's gonna be a lovely time. Absolutely lovely time.
Ben, who are you teaming up with?
Me and Chris, we've teamed up before, and I will speak for Chris here. We had a cracking time. It was a good time. He was quite poorly on the day, but he really did bring his A game still. It was a good time. We took Hunter Orcs to that, so we thought we'll just bring Hunter Orcs again. We both own them. We've just avoided any of the big stuff. There's just no need for like a Bolg or an Azog, is there? All you really need is 3 Hunter Orc named heroes, the like little lads, and then 2 Hunter Orc captains, and I think we've got something like 60 Hunter Orcs. And we'll probably just I was going to do it that way. The beautiful thing is, me and Chris have very different play styles, which adds to the chaos, which I actually quite enjoy. Is that I'm very reserved in my play style, whereas Chris, he's a send it man. He loves it. He's like, can I go over there and punch that thing in the face? He'll do it. He'll do it. He loves a 50-50 roll off, whereas I typically avoid them. So it's always beautiful to see. We took Bolg last time for our last doubles. We left him at home. He hasn't made the cut this time. But Narzug, Fimble, Yazneg, and 2 Hunter Orc captains who we probably should name more imaginatively than just Ben and Chris. Should be pretty good. So yeah, you'll either see us like full sending it, and I'm going with a Chris approach, or you'll see me trying to restrain Chris from just trying to charge all of his Hunter Orcs at the nearest thing and slap it in the face.
That should be thoroughly enjoyable to watch. And then Jordan, who are you going with?
I'm going with some relative unknown in the GBHL called Tom Patterson.
I've heard of him.
Yeah. Me and Tom are teaming up. Tom is gonna support me in my quest to continue the 2-2 vibe and try and win some games. We're taking purely because like I have the army. We're taking Mordor Serpent Horde mix. So Tommy's going to run Suladan, and I am running just lots of Mordor lads, which will be fun. I'm really looking forward to it. It's
I'm
also
just there
going
for
to be
emotional support and to play with my 3 Harrod models.
yeah. That's it.
That's it. You can use the rest of it. I'm just gonna play my horses on the side and have a nice time.
Tommy's just there for vibes and moral support. It's like I'm taking my own cheerleader.
Just because Tom's bringing the banner. Anytime there's a banner reroll, just let Tom do it.
Oh yes.
You are just the back. You can move your 3 horses around. You can move Suladan around, and then you just banner reroll everything.
That's
I'm
it.
fine with that because my rolling is notoriously bad. At Tom's event, I actually don't think I got priority more than 5 times over the 4 games.
We'll see if it's as good as the Lake Town banner reroll as well, because they literally always roll 6s. So
Yeah,
we'll see how they work out. Is anyone else from our crew coming to this? I can't remember.
No, I think it's just us lot.
I thought Mark and Aaron were coming, but they're going to the 90 the week after.
They're going to the Clubbles.
Yeah.
In Bristol.
Do we know what they're taking to that? Oh, I've answered my question. They're taking Hunter Orcs and also Azog's Legion, I think.
Yeah.
Azog's Legion. I thought they were taking pits and
no, because Aaron really wants to bring some like beasties. I think he wants some trolls and ogres and whatnots.
Yeah.
Nice.
And then we've got Dewey's Rain on a Mountain, GWHL 80 as well, towards the end of February, which has got loads of cool like weather effects and stuff involved in it. It's like the biggest GWHL 80 I've ever seen in my life. There's like 50 people going to it. It's absurd. But it should be quite good fun.
You give people fake rain in a game and they flock.
That's the that's the one that we're taking a whole squad to.
Yeah.
I think we've got 1/5 of the player base is us.
Isn't it the same guys who all came to Into the West pretty much? Plus, is Mark going? I think Mark's going as well.
Yeah, Mark's coming too.
We love Mark.
What's Mark bringing? Is he bringing? What's he bringing?
Don't know yet.
Probably not.
Way too
Your
soon for that nonsense, mate.
I don't know if it was like 600 points of bears, or if he plays Thranduil's Halls as well, so it could be 600 points of
I
elves,
think
which
he's
would be
doing
cool.
elves, but yeah.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
You say it's too early for that nonsense. Like submission is this weekend, and honestly, I'm sweating to see if I can get an army painted.
How's the painting progress
Yeah,
going?
show us your elves. Show us your elves.
How they coming along, mate?
Show us your elves, Jordan.
Got an elf. There you go. That is Rummel. He's got a nice red cape. Yeah, look at that. I was doing that just before. I have 8 of them painted. So
show us your Gladys.
Gladys. Oh yeah, sorry, 9 because Gladys is done. She's a spoopy green lady. Look at that. Ooh. Ooh. And my partner was like, "Why are you painting her green?" And I was like, "Why not?
Why not?
She's a green lady. She lives in a forest."
Henry, what are you taking to Rain on the Mountain?
I thought I'd make a change and take Lake Town and Foreign Company.
You need to practice.
Yeah. Nah, it's like I've been vibing them lately. So and I love my pink Lake Town. Like,
are you still just bringing Bomber, or are you because you've got more points throwing in another Thorin lads?
I'm taking Bilbo and Dwalin as well.
Nice.
So
I'm now unsure because I played Bert today with my Moria goblins again, and I had a fun time with them on that mission. So now I'm not sure. But yeah,
Are you gonna be able to get another game in before you have to list submission?
No.
Oh,
We'll see.
That's to the side, mate.
Yeah.
This is my problem. I'm not going to get a game with the Lothlorien in before list submission. So it's not only a gamble of time to get them painted in time, it's also the gamble of, can I learn it in time?
Just send it, mate.
Yeah, you don't need to practice, mate.
That's it. Like that's the thing. I practiced so much with Lurtz's scouts and evidently wasn't good enough. So
I think practice makes you worse with a list, mate. I think you should not practice with it. Literally turn up on the day.
Just turn up on the day and be like, guys, what does a Galadriel do?
Yeah.
I did that last year. I took Ents.
How'd it go?
I took Ents.
That sounded way more aggressive from me than I meant it to, Henry. I'm sorry.
It was so catchy, and I love it. Because he did shit.
Yeah, I did.
Good times. All right. So that's like our January wrap up. Feel free to let us know if you never want to see us do this again. That's fine. We'll still do them because we like doing them. Or if you like this kind of chit chat about how things are going, feeling part of the crew. So, and yeah.
We're invested in Jordan's hobby journey now as well. Like, I need to see those elves progress.
I need a Jordan painting vlog. That's what we need for the channel.
No one needs that in their life. I've gone from like putting lots of time and effort into painting 40k to like Middle-earth is just contrast.
You're gonna see Jordan the night before just throwing like flock at the bases, being like, I can't do this. It's too much.
We get 25 comments saying we need a Jordan's hobby vlog.
Yeah, let's not.
Jordan will do a hobby. Jordan, what's the number? Give us a number.
What's the most comments you've ever had on a video?
Oh gosh, I don't actually know.
Let's go with I will genuinely do one if you get 10 comments. How's that?
Oh, okay. I mean, I said
10's easy. We just go down Thursday night and get some of the lads to comment.
No.
It's got to be people we don't know.
10 non-Swindon lads, because you'll just get Mark to put 10 comments in.
Hang on, there's a 31.
I've got like 4 alt accounts, mate, Jordan, so you don't know which ones they are.
Damn it.
That one's got 39 on it. That one's got
Henry's
45.
just gonna bot you.
10, maybe let's go 25. Yeah, let's go 25.
25.
Okay, yeah.
Let's go
Sounds-
25.
Yeah, we will go for 25.
Yep.
And also, if we get 100 saying that bring back Bert, we'll bring him back. Otherwise, he's not allowed back on. Thanks.
Well,
Thanks for watching.
Thanks for
we'll
watching.
See you next time.
Bye.
Bye, lads.
Bye.